You know what time it is.
It's time to take a break. It's time to hang on that mustache poetry thing. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Woo.
Let's get poetic.
Oh, my God. It is a hot one today, isn't it?
Burning.
I fried an egg on my driveway this morning.
Did you throw a little Tabasco sauce on it to make it a little hotter?
Oh, well, you know, I like the hot sauce. Fun fact. My mother's maiden name is Tabasco.
You don't say.
It really is, but not spelled like the hot sauce.
Okay.
It's spelled with a C, and I think it was originally like Tabasco, and Tabasco is like an Anglicanized Ellis Island version of her the actual last name. But
It's
yeah,
evolved.
yes, she used to apparently be taunted at times for having a hot sauce last name.
No one deserves to experience that.
No. Let me introduce my 3 guests who've taken time out of their summer break to come here poolside at the Strongsville Community Pool to record our show. Who should I... Let me start with our beloved teacher guest, Mr. Jeremy Allen Jenkins.
It's great to be here.
What is your actual middle name?
Paul, like the apostle.
Oh. Was it Saul originally, and then you were knocked off a horse and you changed it to Paul?
No. But what's cool is that I could be JJ, JP, PJ.
JPJ, I like.
JPJ.
Ooh, I'm going to start calling you
and then
JPJ.
you could actually go backwards and be JPJ.
Oh, whoa. It's
It's a palindrome.
A palindrome. I was going to say an anagram.
Is it palindromic?
Palindromic.
Would the adjectival version of it be palindromic?
My God.
Or palindromic?
Ooh. Well, speaking of drama, why don't you tell the folks who you are?
I am the theater director here at Strongsville High School.
Yes. And our most recent production was a jaw-dropping production of Anything Goes.
Anything goes.
Yes.
I hope we don't get charged for that.
Yeah. Oh.
Copyrights.
Oh, yeah. Well, we might.
We got the funds.
And we can't wait to see what you've got coming up for us in the fall.
Yes, I'm still thinking about it. I think I know what I want to do in the fall. In the spring, I am not quite certain. I've got ideas, but I'm not solidified.
Well,
anything.
maybe for the big reveal, you could come back on our podcast.
No.
One of these days.
No.
And then
that would be allowed?
Sure, we could have a special episode.
Oh, my.
Don't tell anyone the musical. Just make them listen to the show.
Yes,
and figure it
to
out.
learn it, you have to listen to the podcast.
Or you could give me a series of
Clues?
obtuse clues to drop in the weeks leading up to it.
I'm good at obtuse clues, that's for sure. 2 years ago, nobody had an idea,
Really?
I don't think. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well, let me move on to our next guest. NEHS member.
Ooh.
And you're a senior, right?
Yes.
And recently graduated senior, Helaina Taylor. Tell everybody about yourself.
My name is Helaina Taylor. I'm a flautist, and I plan to study psychology at Ohio State. I love to read. I love English. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Then you're fit right into the society.
Okay.
We
that's
just
so
heard a
fun.
little, Mr. Jenkins, you missed it, but she entertained us with some flute dynamics, and it was very impressive.
Dynamics.
Yeah.
Some guys have all the luck.
Some guys, yes.
Some guys have all the pain. I'm feeling the pain. You were the lucky
Some
one.
guys get all the breaks.
Some guys do nothing but complain.
Ah, God, Rod. All right, and then our, I don't want to say last,
No.
our
the
third
next.
guest
Yes.
is Miss.
Rounding it out.
Rounding it out is Miss Maddie
Rounding-
Droste.
Rounding out the dais.
Tell the folks at home about yourself.
My name is Maddie. I am a graduating senior also. I'll be attending Baldwin Wallace in the fall for musical theater.
Ooh. And you had a starring role in Anything Goes, I believe?
I was Hope Harcourt.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a great job.
Sang
Thank
some
you.
beautiful songs.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
dad even mentioned afterwards, that girl who played Hope, she has a beautiful voice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You impressed the elder Jenkins?
Yes,
I
the
feel-
Elder
I
Jenkins.
feel really
Wow.
accomplished right
Yeah,
now.
that's pretty.
Indeed.
That is high praise indeed. Well, we've got some poems to read, don't we?
Is that why we're here?
Yeah.
Not just to talk about ourselves?
Nah, we got to read some poems. I think I'm going to start off. I feel like it. And I have a poem. Well, I don't know. Is this kind of a downer? I guess this is kind of a downer. Yeah. Okay.
Life's
My
not
poem.
all lollipops.
Actually, my poem is. Oh, wait, no, it's not up. You know what is? It's not. It's not. Not all lollipops. Sometimes it's black licorice. Now, this is the time when somebody says, I love black licorice.
I actually like the
You
black
do?
licorice jelly beans. I don't
Shoulda
like
known.
the
I like the
actual.
jelly
I
beans.
used
I don't
to.
like.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the actual black licorice,
I
like
don't
the
think I could
waxy
eat that.
licorice.
Have
But
you ever
it's
had
too
blackjack gum?
No.
Licorice gum.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Well, they also have there's dots that are like in the flavor of licorice.
Oh,
You know those
that's-
gel.
I like dots, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had a black.
Yeah.
black
They
licorice.
exist.
Yeah, I'm going to avoid that. Well, anyway, this poem may be the equivalent of black licorice. This is called Making a Fist by Naomi Shihab. She's one of my favorite contemporary poets. And it begins, I had to look up how to say this name so that I wouldn't screw it up. It's one of these names I've read a million times, but I've never had to say it out loud.
Oh boy.
It starts off, as some poems do, with a quote by Jorge Luis Borges. And the quote is, "We forget that we are all dead men conversing with dead men." I thought that was a pretty cool quote.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. For the first time on the road north of Tampico, I felt the life sliding out of me. A drum in the desert, harder and harder to hear. I was 7. I lay in the car, watching palm trees swirl, a sickening pattern past the glass. My stomach was a melon split wide inside my skin. "How do you know if you're going to die?" I begged my mother. We had been traveling for days. With strange confidence, she answered, "When you can no longer make a fist." Years later, I smile to think of that journey, the borders we must cross separately, stamped with our unanswerable woes. I, who did not die, who am still living, still lying in the back seat behind all my questions, clenching and opening one small hand. Mr. Jenkins is doing it right now. Can you make that fist?
Yeah, I got kind of
Okay.
scared at first.
Yeah, I know. I think probably everybody who reads this poem does it. You're like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Does it matter how the tension, the strength?
Well, I would assume the more strength, the better.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys were like as children, but as a child, I was abnormally obsessed with death.
Oh.
Were you?
No.
You were happy children?
I was with my family members' death, but not necessarily me. I was, I think, like 8 or 7 years old. It just is a random phase where I thought my grandma was going to die, and I would cry about it. And then I would hear songs that would make me feel sad, and then I would think about my grandma dying.
Yeah.
So
And how old were you?
I think I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah, I think it
Pretty
really
sad.
hit me about age 10 is I think, when I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to pass away. And it really, you know what? If I'm being honest, it still bothers me.
Every once in a while I think about it and I'm like, oh, one day I will die.
Yeah.
And then I think about it for a little bit, and then that's probably the extent of it.
Yeah.
I think as you grow, you learn like the mental trick of getting that thought out of your head somehow quickly by, focusing on playing Parcheesi or making a
Parcheesi's
cake.
so popular these days.
I'll tell you what, the teens, they love
Can't get
Parcheesi. They love it. Mr. Jenkins, what were you like as a kid? Were you a happy child, or were you prone to bouts of this type of deep thinking?
I think I was a happy child. I know I thought about it, about death, but I do believe as I've gotten older, and now that I'm in my 40s now, and people are dying around me, it feels a little more rapidly.
Right.
It makes me even think about it even more, and I become a little hypochondriatic.
Yes.
Like,
Mr. J and I are.
I relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have health anxiety as well.
Yeah, I think most people probably do, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Right. Mr. J and I are getting to the age where our friends are becoming, casualties every once in a while. I mean, it's not much now, but seems like it's picking up.
Yeah, it makes you think about.
And you're like,
Everything.
oh, God, maybe I should go get this test that I've been putting off for 5 years.
Right, or am I next? It could
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
but
yeah.
You just can't wallow in it.
You
is the
can't.
problem.
We must move on.
Yes.
We must move forward.
And do not watch any hospital dramas.
Yes.
I just started watching Grey's Anatomy.
It's
Oh,
a good
boy.
show, but when you binge it and you watch 9 seasons in a few months and you see all these strange things, you start to be like, oh, my femur is itching. I'm going to die in 2 months.
I think I could have that flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah.
I was a gigantic fan of House MD.
I get those clips on my feed every
Yeah.
once
It's a
in a
good
while. I
show.
like to watch them.
Yeah, it was like a detective show.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Pit? I've heard of it on HBO Max.
Oh,
friend
yes, my
asked
heard
wife.
that's
me.
good.
My wife is a big fan of The Pit.
I've heard
The
that's
Pit.
good. I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's got
Noah Wiley
Noah
from
Wiley.
ER.
yes.
I've heard it represents the hospital setting a lot better than.
Oh, like it's
Grey's
more
Anatomy.
realistic.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I saw a pediatric emergency doctor talking about how there was a child life specialist in one of the episodes, which is really important because that side of like the hospital isn't shown very often. So
Oh.
I heard her saying it was a lot more accurate to the actual hospital setting than like Grey's Anatomy is.
Very cool. I like that. I like realism in my TV shows.
Me too. I would prefer to see a show that, went into, I guess, the doctor, the paramedics perspective, because I know like the patients are also important, but I guess maybe it does talk about like the realities of working in an emergency room every day and what
Right.
that does to you
Yeah.
as a
But
person.
that's what's great about art is because we need all of it. It's nice to have the
course.
realistic, but the Grey's Anatomy is like straight up
Yeah.
soap opera, addicting,
Yeah.
You need a little candy.
outrageous
Yeah.
like things happening,
Yeah.
and it's just camp and it's fun.
Yeah, that's right. Let's move on. Let's get one of you guys to read a poem.
I feel like mine could go off.
All right.
Of yours.
Yeah, you can piggyback off this one.
So I had a few that I picked off of, but as I said, I'm a big musical theater person, and what I learned is a lot of Broadway shows depict certain situations through song, but in a lot of times in most musicals you'll have a specific I want song, which is a character just kind of pouring out all of their emotions into the audience, and those songs are usually very heartfelt and very poetic. So I picked an I want song.
Okay.
It's called Wait For It. It's from Hamilton. I'm not a huge Hamilton fan, but this is the one song that I'll listen to because I think it's really beautiful.
All right. Very good.
So I picked 2 choruses and then a little thing that he says at the end. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm by her side when so many have tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loved me has died, then I'm willing to wait for it. Then a little later in the song, he says, I'm not standing still, I am lying in wait. I really love the 2 choruses because I think it really embodies how, like, no matter who you are, whether you're a sinner or a saint, at one point you'll experience love or you'll experience death at one point in your life, which is not really talked about, I think.
Right. It's the two grand ideas that bind us all together.
Yeah, I think if there's one thing that kind of ties every human together, it's the experience of love or death at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And then him just saying, we live our lives every day. We laugh and we cry and we make our mistakes, but no matter what, death doesn't discriminate between who we are, and neither does love. So.
Yeah, that's very cool. I like that. I've probably heard that before, but it was so fast I couldn't even understand the words.
Oh, the actual song itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I watch Hamilton, I'm like, can somebody put it at like half speed?
What's interesting?
My brain doesn't work that fast.
What's interesting is this song is sung by the perceived villain of the show, Aaron Burr. You'd think it'd be sung by like Hamilton, who the whole show is about, but it's really sung by Burr after his daughter goes off to marry someone, I think. So it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Helaina, you want to read yours?
Yes, I'd love to.
Yeah.
My poem is different from your guys's.
It's fine.
I picked something that was relatable.
Okay.
So, mine is titled Ode to the Flute by Rilke.
Ode to the Flute. You play the flute.
Yes, I have it right here with me. The audience cannot see, but it's there.
She's holding her flute, everyone.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
A man sings by opening his mouth. A man sings by opening his lungs, by turning himself into air. A flute could be made of man. Nothing is explained. A flute lays on its side and prays a wind might enter it and make of it at least a small final song.
Oh, wow. I like that.
You notice one thing. This is like the biggest thing that stood out to me when I first read this. This has no punctuation. It is one long breath, which is equivalent to when you take a breath before you play the flute. But also, the way it doesn't end, I think, represents, physically air carries on.
Yeah.
But also, I think the song of a flute and the impact that it has carries on forever. It never stops.
Right.
So I thought that was the writer's intention with how they made this poem.
Yeah. Oh, that's by Rilke. I read a Rilke poem, I don't know, many episodes ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like him.
And then it reinforces the idea of how important creativity is and how sometimes we could just compare ourselves to other people and just imagine we're terrible musicians. But at the end of the day, we are making an inanimate object who does nothing by itself,
Right.
Do something once we pick it up.
Yeah, I like the idea that it's kind of like this object that's not alive until you give it life, kind of like Pinocchio or something.
Exactly, and it's inspiring. It's cool that humans are able to do this, and it's not just the flute. It's, a bunch of other instruments, not necessarily wind exclusively.
Yeah, and it's something AI cannot do.
Absolutely not. I discourage AI music. It's an insult to musicians that spend countless hours and time and passion devoting their lives to this field. So I get very mad about AI.
We here at
Good for you.
We here at TMPT are vehemently anti-AI.
And then there's no mistakes in AI music, which is even worse, because mistakes are what make people human.
We want the mistakes.
Indeed.
Of course we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bounce back.
There is no music without mistakes. There is no such thing as perfection.
Amen.
And once
I
people
agree.
start accepting that, they won't be as miserable anymore.
I love
Yes. It's like in the theater. I always
Of course,
say
it's all across fields like that.
Yeah.
Theater, performance, instruments, dancing, whatever.
if you had
Yeah.
more than one orchestral concert, all right, you would still be playing the same piece of music, but it will probably be a little bit different the next day because
Of
it's
course.
live. And you're maybe feeding off the energy, or maybe Mr. Hire's really feeling the passion and getting you guys going.
If Ohio State loses, then it's definitely a different orchestra class that day.
There you go. See? Outside environmental factors.
Yes. Mr. J.
yes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I cut
No,
you
I was
off.
just thinking about your poet, and I was thinking how fun of a Wheel of Fortune category it would be if the category was before and after
Yes.
artists, and it could
Yes.
be Bob Ross Gay.
Bob Ross gay would be great.
Yeah.
That would be a before and after.
Yes.
Just like, oh God. I can't say the before and after that popped into my head, but because I would like our show to remain on the air.
Yeah.
Mr. Jenkins.
Yes.
Do you have a poem there?
I happen to, and not knowing the protocol, I printed copies for everyone.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Wow,
In
you
case
printed.
you wanted to follow along.
And they're in old age friendly gigantic font
Yes,
too.
so you can read it,
Ah,
without
man.
squinting.
okay.
So I went thematically
Yes.
and chose a poem about the theater or about an actor, the performing art,
Yes.
by Rainer Maria Rilke.
Yes.
And it's very short, but I can totally connect with it, and I know what he's trying to say.
The actor.
Entitled The Actor.
Okay.
He who acts goes beyond what he is. He lives another life without ceasing to be himself. And in that strange division, he becomes more whole than he has ever been. I went the British route there.
Ever been.
Ever
I love
been.
that. That's very cool. And I like he lives another life without ceasing to be himself.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he's taking on, another person, embodying somebody else, but you are still yourself. And even if that person is nothing like you, you are still infusing a little bit of yourself in that role. For instance, Maddie Droste just played Titus Savage in our theater seminar production of The Curious Savage. Maddie Droste is nothing like Senator Titus Savage, right? But she still infused a little bit of herself because you are who you are,
Yeah.
right? And I played roles. She was an antagonist character, and I've played roles where I'm a bad guy or an antagonist. I don't think most people would describe me like that, but I do need to
Absolutely
find that
not.
humanity within him to make it realistic. And you learn every role you take on. You learn a little bit about the human element and the human
Yeah, well, and I
experience.
like that. By being someone else, you learn more about yourself.
Exactly.
See, as a theater outsider, I thought, well, he lives another life without ceasing to be himself. I thought, well, don't you want to fully immerse yourself in your character and forget about your own identity?
No.
But you're saying no, you want to put in a little dash. A little dash of Jenkins goes into every Jenkins
That's
performance.
my personal belief. I mean, there's other artists out there who may disagree, but I think that's how you will truly connect with your character.
Well, it kind of goes back to Helaina. Like when you play a song, you put your own flourishes in it, even if it's a song someone else wrote.
You don't want to become a carbon copy. At the same time, you are playing with the influence that other flautists have given you. But at the same time, when you become a carbon copy, you don't know who you are. What's your perspective of playing? How do you play the flute?
Yeah.
And it's similar to acting. And I did like that line where they, without ceasing to be himself, because I guess I have heard stories of actors who put themselves too much into a role, depending on what it is. And then it could affect them. But depending on the movie,
The Heath Ledger cautionary tale.
you guys know, have you ever seen Black Swan?
Oh,
Yes,
That
that's
was
a great movie.
a very difficult role for Natalie Portman to
Yeah,
play.
I imagine.
But, that's psychological horror, so I mean,
Well,
I think
and-
I'd be like that for anybody.
And that's like the character too, right? She got
Right,
too into the role.
Right, but I guess when we kind of fuse ourselves with the role, it still gives us a sense of okay, I'm not a carbon copy. I'm still putting my influence and I'm still making it mine. This is my character. This isn't just this character.
Yeah. All right. I need to go fry another egg on the driveway because I'm hungry.
Getting hungry?
Yeah, but I need to ask you guys a very important question.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the film E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
Yes, my dog's named E.T.
What? Oh
Oh, my goodness.
Are you serious?
He's a pain in the butt.
Really? What kind of dog is it?
He's a Labrador
Wow.
retriever, and he
Oh.
has a big personality.
Yeah. Is he from another planet?
I mean,
Are
probably.
you sure it's a dog? Does his heart glow?
I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Does his finger glow? Oh, she's showing us a picture right now. He's very cute. He's rolling around on a rug.
He's very trouble. He talks.
Yeah?
He does talk. So
Does she say?
Maddie.
Does he say ouch?
he's kind of whines.
Yeah?
And he'll make once he realized he could talk, he really used that to his when I say talk, I mean whining.
Yeah.
He knows how to do different rhythms with his whines and go up and down and
Well, he lives with a family of musicians, so.
yeah.
Right. Well, who named him E.T.?
So he was my aunt's dog before they moved, and it was not a great home situation for him. So my cousin Lawson named him when my cousin was 3 or 4 years old, and he was in an ET phase.
Oh.
So, but we call him Eddie Teddy or Edward Theodore for when he's in trouble sometimes.
I like it. All right. Well, before E.T. gets back on the mothership, he turns to his new friend Elliot, and he tells him, "Be good."